Right, so Superman is projected to make just $100 million on its opening weekend. But is that a success? Let's discuss. So let me just give you a little bit of a fact about the Superman films. If you exclude Batman versus Superman, none of these films have crossed over the $700 million mark. Now, that may sound like a successful thing, but in ultimate review of the situation, it's actually not because only Man of Steel has made real money. Now, that is me being a little bit calculated with the numbers. That is not a pun. It kind of was a pun. But the first Superman film done really, really well. In fact, the second one didn't do too bad either. In fact, honestly speaking, they've all done kind of okay. So I guess my point is that this film only making 100 million on its opening weekend is not a flop. It's actually a success because it's pretty much in line with all the other Superman films. It's very rare nowadays that a film will make $1 million at the sorry, $1 billion at the box office. It is very rare. We're not in 2018, like when every film was, it seemed like every film was making $1 billion. We're now in 2025 and COVID has come and gone. The qualities of the movies have gone down. There's less movies being made that are being released in the theater. If you watch one of my videos recently, you'll see what that is all about, which is concerning, by the way, but that's for another video. So yeah, I mean, these Superman movies do not make $1 billion at all. This movie is the same. It's not going to make $1 billion. It's, if I had to make a prediction, it's going to make anywhere between 500 million to 600 million, which is a success. I don't know the budget off the top of my head. I'll put it on the screen, but I'm assuming they're going to break even or make a nice little tidy profit from the film. And I'm sure none of those actors, because they're not really A-list actors, are getting back-end profits. Maybe James Gunn is as the producer, but I think the studio is going to be very happy and very healthy with their profit. It's also not really for me. I think it should be, but I think for DC and for the DCEU right now and for Warner Brothers, I think the most important thing for them is getting back. Well, I say back, but they never had it. Getting a grip on this industry in terms of superhero movies, because we had Wonder Woman, which did really well. Batman vs Superman did really well financially, but was absolutely critically panned. I hate Man of Steel, but I know many people love it. But it was a franchise that they've tried to get off the ground, but never has taken off. So this film will be a success if everyone likes it. And let's face it, James Gunn is a likable director. He's a likable guy. And I liked Galaxy of the Guardian. I like Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Wasn't a huge fan of number 2. It just felt really, really, really boring. But I didn't mind Suicide Squad at the time when it first came out. I liked it. Tried to rewatch it, couldn't get through it. I like him. I think he's a fun director, and I think he has a little bit of heart in his work as well. So I can't criticize James Gunn. I don't think he's like one of the greatest directors ever in the history of. But I think if you look at the directors now, he's definitely one of the best directors now. Can I retract that statement? He's not one of the best directors now. He's definitely one of the safe directors now. And every now and again, he does something really impressive as a filmmaker. But I think he really lacks the craft of filmmaking for me. He's just a very good movie maker. And if you watched my last video today, you'll see what that means. I think commerce is movies, and I think film is art. And I don't think he makes films. I think he makes movies. And I think he's very good at making movies. Anyway, so Superman is projected to make $100 million on its opening weekend, which I think is pretty successful. It will rack up about $500, $600 million. And I think key to that, I think the film can't be a flop. That would be catastrophic. It's not going to be a flop. It is going to make the money. But I think the most important thing is it a film that people like and they consistently like to want to see more from the DCEU? That's the most important thing. Because if you look back at Iron Man 1, which kind of kicked off the MCU, it wasn't financially the most impressive film. It did really well for that time, but it wasn't the most impressive of the whole series. So this film really needs to be that series Iron Man 1. If it's that, if it sets things up nicely for the future, if more people want more, and I think it's really key the next film does really well as well, then it's going to be okay. But honestly speaking, I'm happy if it doesn't do that well. I'm okay either way. I'm not a huge fan of Superman as a character. I'm not a huge fan of DCEU, and really, end of the day, this movie's for other people. But ultimately, looking at the industry from a standpoint of, I think the industry needs it. I think this would be a nice moment for the film to do well. I think the industry really at this point needs more success. So, there is doom and gloom, but there's maybe some good things on the horizon. Anyway, I will be watching it. I might review it. Let me know if you want me to review it, and I will review it if enough people say yes. And what do you think? Do you think this film's going to be a success? How much do you think it's going to make? In the comments, let me know how much you think it's going to make. Do you think it's going to cross the $500 million mark? Do you think it's going to hit the $1 billion mark? Or do you think it's going to be an absolute flop? What do you think about James Gunn? Do you think he's a great filmmaker? Do you think he's a great movie maker? Do you think he's made some amazing stuff? And until the next video, big love, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.